here. This is our last day in San Francisco on our cross country trip. It has been lovely. Uh, I'm kind of ready to get home. We've been at this for about 3 weeks now. My grandsons are beautiful, and it's been so lovely to be with them and their parents. We don't get to see them as much as we'd like. So it's been a great trip. We are hitting Yosemite tomorrow and the Grand Canyon the day after. So a lot more. Uh, you are here, Claire. We have had a little bit of, and it's me because we're trying to do all of this on mobile, which I'm not at all used to, and sometimes things just get a little confused. So anyway, just wanted to give you an update on that. Yesterday, we were able to spend several hours at the Pacific Ocean, which was absolutely beautiful. Um, I am a fan of the Pacific Ocean. I find it a little more angry, I guess is the word I'm going to give it for lack of a better Atlantic, although the Atlantic is much closer to me, maybe a day and a half. But anyway, we were able to sit and watch the waves come in. It was absolutely beautiful. So we have the very lovely Claire here. I'm going to bring her in. And we're going to just talk about difficulty. And I believe it was all my fault. Hey, Claire.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I was hoping we had your sound. Great. We didn't even get a chance to do a run through. That's how fast this all happened. Well, you look
Yeah.
great. You look well rested. Well rested.
Oh, well, that makes a change.
How have things been going for you?
All right, busy. More of the same, I suppose. I've still not been up to the allotment as much as I should have been. I know that.
Now, is
But
that
never
because
mind.
you want to be, or because you feel bad that you haven't been?
I think a bit of both, to be honest. I think
Okay.
it's a bit, I've been away for that long and then it's a bit of overwhelm
Yeah.
because it's not just sat waiting for me. Of course, it hasn't.
No, no, the weeds don't
Yeah.
wait for anybody, do they?
No, it's more the grass around the edges because it's no dig, so there's not a great deal of weeds. But it's more the grass and everything that's completely overgrown. It's just crazy. And the nasturtiums as well. They've taken over the celery patch. It's crazy.
Well, at least they're kind of pretty,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
I wish I could have weeds that would look like that. I'm no dig as
Yeah.
well. I find if we don't pay attention to the little ones, they get big really fast,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
it's
they're
true.
happy. They're happy to take over. We have a
Mm.
lovely group in the house. We just, oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry, a little bit distracted there at the beginning. Uh, so good to see you. Oh, hi. We have Nancy and Rob and Garden of Whedon, and I know who that is. And do you?
Pam.
Is that Denise? I okay.
Pam's Garden of Whedon. Denise's
Pam.
Let's Grow Home.
Okay, okay. Hi, Pam. Let's see. We have Jace from Leeton. Good to see you. Uh, okay. Mel. Oh wow, we have lots of people all chatty in here. Good. Anna, Joe, so good to see you. Robin, lovely. Now you're okay. Robin Miller says it's unseasonably warm where she is. Uh,
Mm.
but frost start on Sunday. Yeah, we're a little chilly here today in San Francisco. It's in the low 60s, and it's so funny. Those of us from the Midwest, 60 doesn't really scare us too much. And 60 to us is it 10 to you?
Mm. I don't
The
know.
I always you know what, I try to do it the opposite way. So never. I think it's like maybe a 10. Is 10 cool to you?
I don't know. I suppose it's a matter of opinion, really. I don't
Okay.
think it's particularly cool. I think this morning it was 6 degrees. It said in the
Oh,
car. So, and I didn't feel
so
particularly
that's
cold.
42. Okay, that's 42 to us.
Mm.
So anyway, today was like in the high 50s, and people locals are wearing like puffy jackets, and I just put on a cotton turtleneck. So they're not used to cold weather here like we are. So,
No, no.
oh, Andy in the house. Hi, Andy. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back. I go back and I read every comment. So, uh, Carrie saying I have no weeds, said no gardener ever. Absolutely. Leanne and Denise, good to see you. Okay, so I thought we might talk. This is a weird time of the year, isn't it, for the gardens? I mean, it's very transitional. And if you've, and this is kind of the time where you really can peter out, so to speak, right? You're kind of done and you don't want to do any more.
I was done in July, let's face it. I think that's become apparent, hasn't it? I just let it get on with it, and it's been okay.
Yeah. Well, I think that July, August time, it's really easy to get overwhelmed with just, I got to water, I got to weed, I have to think about what I'm replanting. And it can get a little overwhelming. So honestly, the fact that I left for the entire month of October essentially was kind of nice because we're not replanting a whole lot of stuff. It's more, let's get the garlic in, let's get the onions in, see if they overwinter, and let's pull
Yeah.
everything else out. So it was kind of a nice end of the garden year for me because I didn't
Yeah.
really do anything.
Yeah,
So
I think you need a bit of a breakaway, don't you, every now and again, though? And then you come back and you think, oh, I love it again.
well, by the seed catalog's hit, I am ready to go. So
I've done some buying already.
yes, I have done a little of the year end sales. I try to take advantage of those if I can.
Mm.
What are the rest of you finding to be the most challenging thing right now? I know that there's a bit of, you almost just need to force yourself to get up and go and just get it done. And I do realize that sometimes in gardening, it becomes more of a discipline to do it than just we're having fun to do it.
Yeah.
And I find a little earlier in the year actually to me was harder than now. But again, I've had a month off the garden. I miss the garden at this point. So I'm hoping when I get back, there's still maybe a few flowers left, and a few things I can
Oh,
really pick. So we'll see,
yeah.
but you know, we will see. So what are you most missing about the garden? If I could ask you that.
What am I missing? Not doing all the strimming because that needs doing.
Oh,
um,
you like a really tidy garden.
well, it's very jungly, very very jungly. But the thing is, because we keep getting quite a lot of heavy rain as well, and the strimmer was up on a shelf, sort of hidden out of the way for ages whilst the kitchen was being done. I couldn't get to it, and when I got it down, I couldn't start it. And then I realised, well, I put some fresh fuel in. Then I realised the shaft bit up the middle that were actually still on the shelf. So I mean, it wouldn't have really mattered if I'd have got it started anyway. So I really do need to get the big strimmer working and just get it all blasted off because it's all that good stuff to put in the compost, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't really know what I'm missing because I think at this stage, when you've been harvesting everything and doing all the preservation in the kitchen and that kind of thing, I think this bit, there's not a massive amount that I'm really missing because it's all been just ticking over. And I've been going up and emptying the compost bin. I've been up every week and I've been doing a bit of harvesting and I've had to get the squash in because we've had a couple of frosts by now. So they're all curing on the windowsill.
Okay.
So I think in a way, the thing I'm looking forward to is getting everything just cleared down, empty greenhouse. Well, pretty much. I might have some mustards in there if I can get my act together. I might just direct sow some. Just getting it all sided away, because I'm gonna have all winter off. I'm not going to be slopping around in mud like I was for the last couple of years, and just burning candle at both ends. And I think I'm just going to come back to it strong. Maybe February, start sowing some onions. February.
Yep.
And then start on with broad beans, and I'm sure I'll be raring to go by then. Really looking forward to it. I've got some squash ordered as well for next year. So just looking forward to getting it straightened up and put to bed. I think really.
Were you able to get any squash this year?
Squash, loads. Yeah.
Good.
In fact, I've done my little show and tell round here. I'm surrounded by squash. So I put some pictures up on Instagram. So I've got a recommendation as well. I've done it a bit again this year. I've ended up with some quite big ones compared to what the seed packets reckon. So I don't know whether you saw it, but I've got Sweet Max butternut squash, which is a big one anyway, and that says up to 3 kilo. But this one,
nice,
4.7 kilo.
That's a beauty.
That one, it's crazy. Now I'll show you a good side, because actually it's got a split. Where is it? He's got a split. But it's okay. It's all solid, and it's it's healed together and whatnot. So table will go wobbly when I put that beast down. So I got that, and I think 3 others of that type. The little hawk butternut, which I just left trailing on the ground, is a diddy one. So like single person squash. This one. So little diddy ones there. So they're quite nice. I've tried one of them already, but I think they need to sit and cure a bit because it wasn't very sweet. So I'm hoping, because they're ready, they're definitely ready. I'm just hoping that it improves with storage. I only got one Marina di, I don't know how to say it, Marina di Chioggia or whatever you say, that in there, but it's a reasonable one. It's not as big as last year. That's about 6 kilo. Last year I had one that were over 9, which is ridiculous. Is that crazy weight? And then I think I've had 7 Crown Prince, and that's biggest. And even that's a big one for Crown Prince. That's nice. 6 kilo, 6.1.
You did.
And they reckon 3 to 4. Yeah, they reckon 3 to 4 kilo on those. So, I mean, I'm not short of squash for over winter. Honestly, I've plenty. So squash game's been great. But I mean, it's me secrets that I've got though that I've mentioned a time or two. Because of all that mare's tail. It's funny, isn't it? It's like gift and a curse. And I've got the big plastic sheet in one half of the plot, and I'm growing them through that. And it's keeping all the heat and the moisture in. I've only watered them, I think, maybe 3 times before they took over, and then I couldn't step into it and get to them. And it just keeps it all in. And mycorrhizal fungi as well. I swear by that. I do. I do.
No,
so it seems to be working.
I plant everything with that. Have you ever seen Cliff from Castle Hill Gardens?
I think so. I don't know whether he did a little bit of a YouTube video with crumbs, Eli and Kate. I think that's the chap. They might have done a little back and forth one between them. I think that's the guy, but I've not seen much of his videos though.
Okay, well, Cliff, he's in the UK. He is like a fabulous old school gardener. Like
I think it's someone else then. I'm not thinking the right person.
He's wonderful, and he actually twists his squash into circles and kind of pins them down so they don't take over everything. And I thought, that is the cool. I've never seen that. And that's
Steve used to do it.
Did he? Okay.
I think about 3 years ago it might have been, with his butternut. I think it was butternut that he had growing in one of his long beds. And I think he put some canes in, and it was a case of it were almost like they were chasing each other round and round like a racetrack.
Yes, and that's what I saw Cliff doing, and I thought, that's kind of a brilliant way so you can actually step into your garden and check out things without, they just kind of take over.
Yeah, mine's almost like a field, really. I mean, I've got rows that are about 2.7 meters long, and I normally put about, I'm trying to think how many I put in there, 5 or 6, I think. So they're pretty. I don't know, 2 foot apart or something like that. They're reasonably close from what they reckon to do, but they're still producing fine. But I just let them explode, and then I just sort of laugh and enjoy it, because things, I know I don't have to get in there to water them. I mean, that's 2 years I've grown that way, and they've been absolutely fab. So I've taken loads of films and photos where it's just been like, the crazy squash patch, and just like something out of a Disney film.
But it's
best bit.
And I think that's wonderful. How interesting. Couple Castle Hill comments here. He's east of England, Norfolk area. And Robin thinks they might have owned a nursery. Well, that would make sense the way he grows. I mean, he's definitely on it, and he has some really cool ideas. But I just love him. He's a dear older gentleman, and he still makes his wife giggle because she's the camera woman. So it's very and so when she gets giggling, I think it's quite adorable.
I've made a note. I'm going to check him out.
Yeah, he's lovely. So you've had a great. Oh yeah, he is neat and tidy. That guy, very neat and tidy. Okay, so what else have you had success with, like your squash, which obviously you've had a very good squash year?
Well, beans this year, I think everyone's been saying beans have been really, really good, because last year they took a bit of getting going because it was so dry. I think they had a bit of that, dry set pollination where I don't think the pollen was viable. I tried misting mine last year, but it did nothing. I thought it was going to do nothing when I did it. You'd have to be stood there the whole time misting them. So I've been also using half of one of my neighbour's plots as well, because they only wanted to do half this year. I don't know if they'll take it back next year or what they'll do. I've had 2 teepees, and I've had a row of plotty as well. And I've done runner beans. I did a few cobra that were quite old. They're about 4-year-old seed, and I didn't get many plants, but I've saved the seed from those for next year. But white emergo runners. And I had some in Orma that I decided I didn't want to grow because they go a little bit stringy sometimes, but I like leaving them to make the big beans for storing over winter. So I've just left them to get on with it. I don't think I ate any in the pods this year.
Oh,
so they were good.
You grow them for dry beans.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and most of them are out now already and dealt with, but there's still some up there as long as they don't rot on the vine because it's been wet. But yeah, I've got quite a good haul of those, and Borlotti I've done a lot better with this year than last year as well. Because do you find that they're particularly? Right. I don't think they give a massive harvest, Borlotti, unless it's me, but I might have been a bit demanding.
Borlotti once, and I know a lot of people absolutely love it. It wasn't my favorite, so I kind of stopped growing it. I prefer the Christmas Lima, which is kind of the same kind of coloring, but it's more of a butter bean and very prolific, and I think a very meaty bean once you cook it. And then I have the Kalimas, which are my favorite green beans because they are incredibly tender. Even if you get them. What was that? That was weird. Even if you I'm on a hotel Wi-Fi here, so I make kind of no bones about this one. Sorry, I'm reading. I shouldn't do that while I'm trying to speak. The Kalima beans are tender, and even if you forget them or miss them and they get large, they're still good. So one of the few that I that's kind of my favorite now that I grow. But going back to the squash, don't you find, I'm just going to say, like, I try to grow really small squash because it's only my husband and I that are, so those big ones, wow. I mean, you have to have a plan before you cut into one of those.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or do you make like a big bowl of stew or soup with it and then freeze what's left?
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to make the curry sauce.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so then that can go in the freezer.
Okay. I noticed when I asked what are the like the hard things right now, and I think it was Robin. Oh, closed you guys all up. I think it was Robin who said preserving everything. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Sorry, are we okay?
Can everybody see Audrey?
Can everybody see Audrey? Because I can't see you on the restream screen.
And I can hear myself.
I can hear myself.
Yeah, I don't see myself in the studio, but I see myself on the front screen.
As long as the sound's okay.
As long as the sound's okay. When I say something, I can hear myself.
Later, it's really weird.
Later, it's really weird.
Let's see. So I was talking about. Oh, okay. Fiona can't see. Well, getting feedback and no Audrey. Okay, I could tell something was happening. I also have. We are also on my phone's Wi-Fi as a backup. Let me just do one quick check here. See if we can't make this. Good news is this is going to be my last one out of a hotel room. So I know it's been wild. I've not lived out of a hotel room for 3 weeks before, and we still have a week to go. But I'm pretty ready to get home and sleep in my own bed. That makes me sound so old, but
there's nothing like
it
when you get back home.
I'm so looking forward to that. Okay. Sorry for the difficulties here.
We might have to go back out.
And come back in again.
Well, I think if I do, maybe that would be the best thing to do. But I think, are on. You're just echoing.
Yeah, I'm on.
I'm on. But I'm annoying everybody.
You're not echoing to me at all.
Times two.
Oh, there's other people who are like, nothing better than your own bed. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, but it does make me feel old. Here, I'm gonna pop myself out for a sec.
Is it just me now? Can you hear me?
For a moment. I don't think... Now it shows my camera is working. So I guess we're just going to go with half a blank for a minute. Yeah.
Kerry's saying tell us a joke. Kerry, you're going to have to give me something to build on there.
Give me some material.
Yeah, I think... okay, so I wanted to talk about... and preserving. It was... Robin was talking about the preserving of all the stuff that has come in. And when I get home, my freezer is packed with tomatoes and peppers that need to all be processed. But the good news is I froze them. I have some that are fermenting right now while I'm away. But I will be hitting a big preserving. Sorry, the little technical difficulties in the background are distracting me.
If I
say reverb and whatever into it,
might have to cancel it and come back in a complete
crash.
Well, let's see. Feedback is back with Audrey. I wonder if the phone is causing the echo. Yeah, why don't we just quickly pop out, even though we had a little difficulty getting it all connected. Let's just pop out real quick. I think we will be on the same feed. but we're just going to kind of see if that clears it. And if it doesn't, then Claire alone is no feedback, but when Audrey's back, no pick. There's C. Okay, I think that means there's Claire. Okay, so let's pop out and come back in. We'll just be 1 second.
Okay.
This might have worked. Whoop. There we go. How is that? Is that better?
That sounds better. Hey, that sounds legit.
Let me get the chat up.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, my word. There we go. Anybody know any jokes? Is that good? I think we're back. I can see.
That's
okay.
Better. Sounds
well, that was
much
exciting.
Better.
I think it's just a day for this kind of stuff. Okay, we got some thumbs up, so that's good. Okay, so what else do you have yet to pull? Do you grow Brussels sprouts, Claire?
Yes, actually. Do you know there's a chance that I've cracked it this
now
year?
I don't have your sound now.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Can everybody else hear me though?
Up and that it's working, but I'm not hearing it. Okay. How about you try going out again and back on? I'm sorry. Yeah, this is
right.
Oh, you can hear Claire perfectly. Okay.
Oh.
So it's just me. That's going to be very hard for us to have a conversation. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's bring her in. Oh, this has been crazy.
I don't know what I'm doing. That was my fault. Press leave.
Okay, I can't hear you for the life of me, but let's see. It must be on my end. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question and you can talk about it for a while. And when your lips stop moving, I will come in with something else. Okay, so we were talking about Brussels sprouts. Do you grow those? Okay, this is hilarious. Okay, I don't understand why I came here, but I'm finding it.
Well,
your
what I was saying is,
very humorous. So I've
got tiny little Brussels sprouts.
I'm sensing they're small.
I need to take the head off, and then they'll grow bigger.
Tremendously good, or tremendously well. Yeah, mine got hammered by whitefly, and yeah, they just. And I thought, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm not going to worry about it, and had them all yanked out. So it's going to be Trader Joe's for Christmas Brussels sprouts, and I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. They come on the stalk and everything, so you feel like you grew them. You can at least in your mind pretend that you did.
Run out and poke them in the ground, and then just pull them back up.
Okay. I'm sorry. This this is hilarious to me that I'm trying to think if there's anything that got pushed on my side. Anyway, just gonna have to let it go, and we will just move forward. Uh, let's see what else. I saw some folks saying some things. Claire has cracked Brussels sprouts this year, so that means you did good. Okay, so I was not exactly following. They're little, but they're big. They're good. Got it. Okay. uh, there were some other. I think it was Jace was saying his onions were like doing the backstroke because he had so much water. I understand there's been a lot of rain in the UK, and that could definitely. Okay. Okay, this has been kind of hilarious. Micro sprouts. Okay.
Yeah. Although.
Oh, nice. Is that an onion? Love a garlic.
No. Yeah, gar cure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I keep going on about that. At least Audrey's laughing.
Wow. So
yeah,
is that
cure.
elephant, or that's a variety of regular garlic? Wow, lovely.
Gar cure. Yeah, really good.
Garlic.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Is
beautiful.
That? Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what I'm having next year.
Well, what were your secrets?
Good variety. It's just a good variety. Is that Audrey has no idea. It's a secret just to Audrey only. But I don't soak
I'm missing
them
all
either.
the fun. You know, because Claire is hilarious. So I'm assuming she's saying some very funny things right now.
Yeah, the commenters, you maybe help us out and write what I'm saying, because I don't soak these like Audrey does.
Those are beautiful.
That's the last year's one. I just break them up and I shove them in, to be honest. 7 inch apart. That's a point. 7 inch apart, Audrey. Someone tell Audrey 7 inches apart for big cloves, big bulbs. Where buy it from? I bought this from last year's one from just a little local garden centre. I went to the main one that I bought them from last year, and they'd sold out of everything, even the onions as well. But I did manage to find them at another little garden centre. So it's not
so
an uncommon one.
Nice to be typing this stuff for me. Some people want to know where you source that from, that garlic.
Yeah, just locally. Yeah, garden centre. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, and then I've got Casablanca, that one, hard neck. So, Audrey, hard neck. Does she know what that means?
Okay, I'm going to quickly go out and come back in and see if that does anything. Although this is funny, I'm
signing.
Once again talking to myself.
Right, so yeah, Casablanca hardneck and Rhapsody, another soft neck one. That's the saved seed one from last year. So I'll be planting, a couple of rows of that probably. But I only do one hard neck just because I like the storage qualities of the soft neck more than anything. But you've got to have a bit of hard neck, haven't you? Because it tends to be a little bit earlier. And then you've got your scapes as well. And we all love scapes, of course. I mean, they're long gone, aren't they now? But we all enjoy scapes through summer. So it'd be interesting to know if anyone's actually grown any of this garcure, because like I was saying, it's not uncommon. It's one of them where I can't think of what the make is, but it just comes in the little bag with the little cardboard tag on it. And you see it all over everywhere, the make that it is, and all the onions and everything. But yeah, definitely well recommended, that one. Ooh, are we back?
Oh, still can't hear you.
Oh.
Best laid plans.
Unless it's me. unless it's me. But everyone else can hear me though, can't they? So that's a bit strange. Yeah. Pam, do you want me to send you some? Eh? Do you need any do you need any more garlic? I know you don't. Pam's got tons and tons and tons of garlic, and she's been threatening to send me some for weeks, to be honest. And I keep batting her away, don't I, Pam?
Okay, I don't want to interrupt you. Is it okay to talk now? No. You stopped speaking. So okay, this is crazy. Okay, I'm going to try something very different. And if you guys don't mind, we're going to come out all the way out and we're going to jump back in, but it'll probably be a different stream. So just look at the YouTube, because we've got about half an hour, 20 minutes, and I'd love to actually hear Claire speaking. So, but I think that means I'll have to get you a new, we'll figure it out.
New link.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Just give us a few minutes. We're going to end this stream, start a new one, and maybe we'll just, wonder if we should just do it straight to YouTube. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. We're going to give us just a few moments. We'll figure this out. And, no, you know what? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to try that. All right. Be back in just a few moments. Thank you.